Now it's time for international news headlines. Our Bruce Harrison joins us from the News Center.
Today's focus: NATO blasts Russia over its military campaign in Syria. Roughly 8,000 refugees continue to flood into Europe daily, and scientists credited with expanding our understanding of the universe win the Nobel Prize in physics.
Well, first of all, Bruce, tensions between Russia and Western government are at their highest level since Moscow started bombing Syria last week. We understand that, unlike lightning, Russia strikes twice.
That's correct, Daniel. Well, apparently, NATO member Turkey now claims Russian jets violated its airspace for a second time. This is further complicating the military campaigns of the U.S. and Russia in Syria. Moscow said the first violation was an accident. NATO Secretary General Stollenberg isn't buying it. We have more from our Kwon Jang Ho.
Russia's defense ministry was quick to offer an explanation for the warplanes that violated Turkish airspace on Saturday.
The incident is the result of unfavorable weather conditions in the region. There is no need to look for conspiracy theories here.
The Turkish Prime Minister confirmed in a television interview on Monday that Russia had been in contact over the incident and promised it would never happen again. But the BBC is reporting that Turkey has summoned the Russian ambassador a second time after another airspace violation on Sunday. The NATO Secretary General called the incident unacceptable, adding that Russia's actions were not contributing to the security and stability of the region. US Secretary of State John Kerry has also expressed his dismay.
Had Turkey responded under its rights, could have resulted in a shoot-down, and it is precisely the kind of thing that we warned against.
There are also further concerns as reports of Russian mercenaries in Syria are starting to surface. Doing little to dispel this rumor, the chairman of Russia's Parliamentary Defense Committee said volunteer Russian forces who had fought in eastern Ukraine could appear alongside the Syrian army. In an interview with Interfax news agency, he said they could not be stopped and intimated that money could be their motivation. Tensions have been running high after Russia waded into the Syrian conflict last week, carrying out dozens of airstrikes so far. Although they have claimed to be targeting Islamic militants and al-Qaeda groups, more Western-backed rebel forces are reported to have been hit. For now, the US has continued to support rebel forces fighting against the regime of Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad, but there are no signs yet that they have any plans to put boots on the ground. Kwon Jang Ho, Arirang News.